What's up guys, Glitch Doctor. Today I'm going to be doing a top 10 on my most favorite games. That's right. Not any specifications like Mario games, Nintendo 64 games, no. Games in general. So yeah, um I hope you like it, so let's get started.
Number 10. Super Monkey Ball. This game was, and still is, pretty fun. In this, you choose from one of 4 monkeys, Ai, Mimi, Baby, and Gongon. I know, not very creative names. Well, you choose one of those monkeys, and then you can choose a level of Beginner, Advanced, Expert, and if you unlock it, Master. Well, when you start out, the monkey you choose will be in a ball, and you have to guide him or her to the goal without falling off. At times, though, it can get pretty intimidating, especially when you're on the master stages. Even though there are only 10 of those, they are just very, very hard. Number 9. The World Is Not Enough. Yeah, I did this in my top 10 Nintendo 64 games. This game is just a lot of fun for being an N64 shooter. Just to let you know, GoldenEye is nowhere on this list. Why? Because I actually prefer this more as one of my favorite games, whereas GoldenEye is ranked higher for being one of my most favorite N64 games. I respect GoldenEye more as an N64 game rather than one of my favorite games. Oh yeah, I have to explain it. Well, like I said, my top 10 favorite Nintendo 64 games, this game is based off of the movie which was released in 1999, the year I was born. And since I have watched the movie after the time I made that video, it does a pretty spot-on job with copying the movie, except it drags the beginning of it through a lot of the levels, some levels not being part of the movie. Anyways, you are James Bond and are on a simple task when you find this woman who you then have to chase to find out what she is doing. Then it just goes from there. It's just like any other shooter game. You walk around, obviously shooting enemies, trying to perform some tasks to complete the level. In some levels, or some parts of levels, you have to be stealthy.
Stealth mode activated.
Shh. We have to be very, very... Oh, how did he see me? Oh wait, I was right next to him. Oops. Number 8. Star Fox 64.
Do a barrel roll!
Okay, Pappy, very funny. Well, in the sequel to the original game, Star Fox 64 brings you on a quest to save the Lilat system from Andross. This has been known as an all-time classic. It redefines the Star Fox series, what it was meant for, what it has come to be now. Well, in this, like any other Star Fox game, you...
Do a barrel roll!
Okay, Peppy, you can stop now. Like I was saying, you fly forward through a course, dodging everything from enemy fire to obstacles. You just have to fly with extreme...
Do a barrel roll!
Okay, that's it.
Sorry guys, I gotta sit this one out!
That's right, you do. Anyways, like I was saying, you have to fly with extreme caution, cause you never know what might come out at you. Then this game also introduced all-range mode, which basically means that you have to fly around a closed space to defeat certain bosses, and if you try to go past the barriers, you will automatically do a U-turn back into the flying zone. This game also introduced multiplayer in the Star Fox series. But actually, the first one to originally show off Star Fox multiplayer was Star Fox 2 for the Super NES, which sadly the general public never got a hold of, but somehow, I'm not sure how, but some guy uploaded pretty much all the builds to Star Fox 2. Yeah, that includes beta, and if I'm correct, the alpha. But yeah, we're not talking about Star Fox 2. We're talking about Star Fox 64. I still remember how I got this game. I wanted my mom to get me Star Fox for the Super NES at GameStop, because they were still being sold then, and since she was by herself, she got me this instead. I guess it wasn't that bad that she got me the wrong game, because I still like this. Number 7. Speaking of which, I eventually got it, another great game. Star Fox for the Super NES. I know it might seem kinda odd that I prefer this one more than the 64 version, but hey, it's my opinion, you know. Anyways, you start out as Fox, obviously, and have to fly through many planets, eventually leading up to Andross. But instead of a more kind of realistic monkey face, is this white face. Andros, are you feeling okay? You look a little pale. I mean, a lot pale. But still, this game is great, and I still really like the soundtrack in this. Like, a lot. Number 6. Mega Man X. This game has just been really fun ever since I was a little guy. I always thought that this game and the other Mega Man games were the same, but come to find out they are two separate things. When I learned the Roman numerals, I thought that Mega Man X was Mega Man 10, so I wrote that on something. I don't remember where I wrote it though. But yeah, in this, you are X, a robot created by Dr. Light, the good scientist, to defeat Sigma and his army of robots. That's right, not Dr. Wily, because again, the Mega Man series and the Mega Man X series are different, but they just have some relation by appearance. Whatever, it's still a great game. Number 5. Super Mario Sunshine. I know you probably hate me for putting this at number 5, and although it is a great game, I just find it as fun, but not my most favorite. Anyways, in this game, Mario, Peach, and Toadsworth are on vacation and go to Isle Delfino by plane. When they arrive at the airport, things start to turn really fishy really fast. And no, I don't mean the ocean surrounding the airport. There is this goop, and apparently people think Mario did it, but he just arrived there. Later on, you find out that it was Shadow Mario, but who was behind the mask? The one, the only, Bowser Jr. Also, I believe this is the first game they introduced Bowser Jr. Yeah, this game is pretty fun, especially when you're fighting glitches and everything. You know I had to bring up the glitches because, well, I am the glitch doctor. Number 4. Chibi Robo. Okay, now you may be asking, what is a Chibi Robo? If you don't know him or the series, then just get out right now. I'm kidding. Anyways, in this, there was a family known as the Sandersons. The dad, Mr. Sanderson, yeah, he doesn't have a first name apparently, is like a big kid. He always has to go out and buy the new Drake Redcrest toy, which is some intergalactic superhero. The mother, Mrs. Sanderson, again with no first name, works too much around the house, while her lazy husband just sits around. The daughter, Jenny, finally a first name, thinks she's a frog. Why? Oh yeah, and they have a dog named Tao. The story to this is that Mr. Sanderson bought Chibi Robo, who is a robot that cleans the house up and everything, as a present for Jenny since it was her birthday. Look, even Tao got her a present. Aww. Oh yeah, Chibi Robo is 5 inches tall, by the way. Well, he and his manager, Television, get used to the new house, in which they later find out that the toys can talk. Then other random things just start happening. Also, the characters in this don't speak English, only gibberish. Don't worry, there are subtitles. Chibi Robo is just one of those underrated games, but I still think it is great once you get to know the characters and everything. Number 3. Super Mario 64! You knew that was coming. Again, for like the 6th time I did this in my videos, you are Mario, and Peach invites you to the castle for cake, in which you later find out that Bowser has locked her in the castle's power, and you have to get all the stars to restore power to the castle and rescue Peach. This game introduced 3D perfectly for the first time. I just keep going back to this game because, well, it's just that awesome. Number 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2. Yeah, you may also recall this in my top 10 favorite Mario games. In this, Peach invites you to the castle to watch the Star Festival, and yes, more friggin' cake. Well, when you get there, Bowser's like a giant as tall as the castle. He has Peach in his hand, and goes to outer space to take over the universe. Well, you, my friend, have to go after him and stop his evil plans. So yeah, once again, you have to go into outer space without a helmet, because apparently Mario and the rest of the characters in the series can breathe in space. If Nintendo wanted to be realistic, they could have Mario and everyone else wear spacesuits, and not just fall down to a swirling pit of doom, but to just float there until you run out of air and are forced to take your helmet off, and then Mario's head will just explode. Game over. Ugh, I guess it's okay that they didn't make it like that. Now, before I go and reveal number 1, let's recap. At number 10, Super Monkey Ball. Number 9, The World's Not Enough. Number 8, Star Fox 64.
Do a barrel roll.
Number 7, Star Fox. Number 6, Mega Man X. Number 5, Super Mario Sunshine. Number 4, Chibi Robo. Number 3, Super Mario 64. And number 2, Super Mario Galaxy 2.
No, wait, if Super Mario Galaxy 2 is not number 1, what is? I'll give you a hint. What game have I been saying I enjoyed the most? I've been giving the signs all along. Well, now, you're about to find out.
Number 1. That's right. My most favorite game of all time is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Wait, not a Nintendo game? How? Well, this game is part of a series that revolutionized first-person shooting more than GoldenEye and The World's Not Enough did. Simply amazing. No wonder so many people go online and play this for hours and hours. Okay, I'm just kidding. Although Black Ops 2 is a fun game, it's not my favorite. Now, it's time for the real number 1. That's right, Luigi's Mansion. Haven't I been telling you? Ever since my glitch video on this, I explained in the description that it is my most favorite game. I don't know what it is about this game, just that it has been my favorite ever since I was like 5, when I first got my GameCube. Yeah, good times. Oh yeah, you're still here. Anyways, in this, Luigi won a mansion from a contest he didn't enter. So, he calls Mario to have him come over to the mansion to celebrate. When he gets there, Mario is nowhere to be found. Just some old professor, Elvin Gad, Egad for short, who helps you along the way to save Luigi's brother. Also, the mansion is haunted. So, Professor Egad gives him a ghost-sucking vacuum known as the Poltergust 3000 to capture all the ghosts. So yeah, you are on a mission to find Mario and save him from wherever he is.
So that was my top 10. Yeah. You might not agree with some of the things I put at the ratings I did. Like Super Mario Sunshine at number 5. But, hey, it's my list and and everything like that. So, yeah. Oh yeah. And since my number 1 was Luigi's Mansion, since we're on the topic of that, tomorrow I'm going to be discussing its beta version. So yeah, look forward to that. But anyways, thanks for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe. And if you have to ask me anything, you can contact me at theofficialglitchdoctor@gmail.com. And like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.